Alright, welcome back to second chapter. We are continuing our jobs here in Bose. We still have a couple of monsters to slay for the guild before we check in with Loewe and see how the story is progressing. We have one out to the east in Nebel Valley, and one still at the Ambel Tower. Now it's a different day, so I don't remember quite correctly, but I think Zen might have mentioned that he wanted to go out here. He wanted to go to Haken. We might find time for that later, but I put him on the party. Ollie is also a good idea for that as well, if we end up going near the border. That's where we met him after all, and first chapter was at Haken Gate. But the way into Nebel Valley is a little bit further east than that, right? It's not quite on this area. Maybe this screen or the next. It's out there. It's way out there. It is getting much closer to Relent than I remember. The Vert Bridge is not far away. See, Nebel Valley pretty much like splits the distance between the two, right? Yeah, more or less. It's about the halfway point. It is also, it's a very foggy region. What did we go and do there? I know we picked up a bear claw out of the region. I believe we did something else there, perhaps. A little sketch on the details. Oh, right. Ultimately, where the Sky Bandits were held up was there as well. Let's see here. So, Nebel Valley has no map, just like Mistwald. And it ultimately goes in like a very twisty pattern, but it forks right here. I think I need to take this way. So we got different kinds of monsters. Keep your eyes out for, that's like the guy that we killed over in Relent. Keep your eyes out for that owl monster that we saw inside the base. I was wondering if maybe that's like native to this area, but maybe not. You're just a normal guy now. You will not even bother me. Let's see here. It's very easy to get lost in Nebel Valley. Is this it? It is, okay. These guys are Ghost Epitep. Let's see. Looks like they don't have any particular resistances. Old monster animating a corpse has potent cold powers, but seems to be acting oddly. I don't know what that means. Also, we got a crit lined up. I might take advantage of that. I was thinking about maybe popping an S-Craft here, but I think with Quick Draw, Ollie will be able to hit everything here and do a lot of damage. Good job, Agate. Let's see. They're pretty close in health. That takes care of one of them. Oh, you wasted your turn by preparing an art.
Care for a rematch?
Alright, that's two of them down. Let's go take care of the one at Ambel Tower. I have a feeling I shouldn't spend time going over to Haken Gate. Just because there's no way that the game isn't going to make me go there anyway, right? I do know that, well, I have a general idea of what's going to happen when we slay these three monsters and go check in with Loewe. So maybe not. Maybe it's maybe not until much later. At the same time, there isn't much to do over there right now. I mean, it's just a gate. There's probably a unique conversation. I bet someone there will remember Ollie because of how much of himself that he is. But it wouldn't hurt to go check it out. And if I'm remembering what Zen said correctly, then maybe he would appreciate it and there'd be some sort of conversation there that you could have. I imagine his curiosity is just driven by the fact that he's Calvardian. Well, I can't speak to whether or not Zen's been into the Empire at this point. The thing is, I mean, obviously there are tensions between Calvard and Arabonia, but at the end of the day, he works for a citizen organization. So him going there wouldn't be a big deal. And he is an A rank bracer, which is a topic that we don't like discuss too much about Zen. It's just kind of thrown out there like, oh, he's an A rank bracer. But now we're getting like a really good grasp on like what it means to be a high rank bracer. It's a really impressive feat. It means he's worked really, really hard. And you have to remember, oh man, has this been talked about? At the end of first chapter, I believe it was divulged, and it's been brought up, I know, that Cassius, before he left the guild, was S rank. And yeah, I think it has been talked about, because in the lecture that Estelle gave to those Sunday school kids over in Ruanon, there was a distinction about like the ranks between the bracers, and it goes from like what, G to A, I believe. And then there's the S rank, but the S rank's like more informal. Like it sounds like a huge deal, but it's not like super regulated by the Bracer Guild, like in terms of like how it's officially recognized. But there is a process to become S rank. Oh, I know you. You're Sting, aren't you? Huh? Hey, this guy. Now that I look, he's got a guild emblem on. Sup, Sting? Been a while. You out here on the hunt for these crazy monsters too? Agate. Working in Bose again. Yeah, for the moment anyway. We're mostly just helping with those weird monsters on the road right now, though. Gotcha. There have been a lot of those these days. We'll be counting on you. Just leave it to us. Grant and Analace are both out. We're counting on you. Oh, he doesn't have much to say. That's Sting, though. You don't even get a good look at his face. Let me turn him around. There you go. He's a cool dude, I assume. I mean, he's got a cool haircut. He's got a ponytail. Well, I also know one other thing about Sting that will happen later, and that makes me like him. Oh, man, I thought that was Anton for a second. Same character model, but I saw the other dude over there, and I was like, are Anton and Ricky over here? Shelby and I are what you'd call mountain men. In fact, we're planning on climbing the Crone Mountains on the border. The western region of Nebel Valley is still pretty much unknown territory. That means it's pretty attractive territory for us. We've got our rations, and we've checked our equipment. All that's left is to find the right time to begin our ascent up the mountain. Let me talk to this guy. Hey, welcome to my little border bar. Wait, you? It has been some time, my good man. I last graced your establishment when I first came to Liberal, no? Such sweet memories. Yeah, I thought it was you. You're that traveler from Araponia. So how's Liberal been treating you? Far better than I ever imagined it would. Spectacle, intrigue, hope. It has been quite the journey. Wait, seriously? That sounds like quite the story. I'd like to hear it over a drink someday. Should I find the time, my good man? I would be glad to. That customer over there is apparently heading up into the mountains for a climbing expedition. Mountain climbers are manly, I guess. But I don't really like those sweaty, stinky types of men. I much prefer refined, slim men of action. For a second there, I really thought Ollie was going to say something. Oh yeah, we also got thrown in jail here. And so did Ollie. He got sent here as well. General Morgan's finally back from the signing ceremony. He's only just returned and is already back on full-time duty. Talk about a man of steel. Let's go talk to him. His office is this one? Yeah. Ah, Cassius's daughter. I heard about what you did in the capital. Good work. Schwartz's report mentioned another society agent of a disturbing nature. Yeah, it was a pretty big problem, but we managed to fix it. Yeah, it got pretty hairy. I imagine. From the reports, the members of this society are fearsome foes indeed. We will need to be ever more on guard. Out of curiosity, I take it you will be operating in this region for the time being? Yeah, that's the plan. Right now we're helping out the city of Bose with some troublemaking monsters. I see. Monster hunting, excellent. However, should anything happen, do not hesitate to contact the army. Our cooperation with the guild is based on mutual trust, especially when it comes to certain groups of undesirables. If anything happens, we'll send word through the guild. No complaints then, right? Yes, that will suffice. Make sure not to bite off too much. Wow, he's really warmed up to us. This door is locked. Anything in here? Barracks. Wait a minute. The non-aggression pact is in place, but our patrols are as heavy as always. We can't afford to show the Empire even a moment of weakness, I suppose. Sorry, when I see guys standing in front of stacks of books, part of me always assumes I'm gonna get that book. I was dispatched as part of the reinforcement force to Rolent the other day. That fog was ridiculous. Felt like I was swimming in milk. And down into the holding cells. Anyone here? No. You know what I really should do? I should have done this earlier. I should check where volume number 8 of Gambler Jack's gonna be. Welcome to the Haken Gate. Beyond here lies the Erebonian Empire. I'm afraid you'll need Liberalian passports to proceed. Oh, we're not going over there anytime soon. Not for another 4 games. Alright. Okay, there turned out to not be very much there, did there? Alright, I'm going to sneak a peek over and find out where this volume 8 is. And look away from the screen and still control the game at the same time. It's in chapter 6. Okay, so we're in chapter 5. Fine, that's perfectly fine. It means I don't have to worry about that. I also did look into the remaining quests in this chapter, which there are not very many of, in fact. There is finally going to be another hidden quest, but it's in post-chapter. So no need to worry about missing anything just yet. Alright, let's, well, I'm gonna stop by the Bracer Guild real quick and, put Tita back on. In substitution for Zen. I really want to take Tita everywhere. Whoops, in this chapter. Just because I don't want to keep her and Agate separate.
Your aid, please.
Just in case interesting dialogue spawns out of it. Wait, there's something I want to check real quick. You notice up there at the top left corner how there's like another zone? I don't think we're supposed to see that. What is that? Let me go upstairs. Is it? It totally is. It's the same room. Oh, interesting. So it loads the second and third floor in the same area. How about that? I saw that out of the corner of my eye and I was like, what is that? You're not supposed to see that. Not meant for 16 by 9. That will stop being a problem when we get to Crossbell. 0 was made for PSP, so widescreen aspect ratios are not a problem. You find a skeleton wearing a name tag wearing empty Chester. Sorry, that was a lie. You don't find anything. But yeah, 0 was made for 16 by 9 on PSP. So it's not a big deal there. Let's see. There's Ambel Tower. We're also approaching Valeria Lakeshore. You got away with running your hands down. Oh, wait a hold on just a minute. That's a reuse. Exceed. I am very disapproving right now. We've read that one before. You think you can just get away with repeating chest lines on me? Maybe that happens more often than I know. Admittedly, I'm not very good at collecting those lines of text. So yeah, maybe they cut corners and do that more often. Or maybe that one just fell through the cracks. So this is Ambel Tower. Let's see if there's anything on the outside of it. Where the heck is the monster? Ambel Tower monster. Maybe it's at the top. I kind of expected it to be on the front lawn. Oh, here's another chest. You took a gamble on something being in this chest, and I'm afraid you lost. I guess we're going inside this thing. Unless it's like in the entrance. Nope. Bummer. Did you hear about the girl who paid for everything with black sepith crystals? She said it was only costing her time. I like that one, actually. It's a lame joke, but I like it. The truth is, there's only one treasure chest in this entire world. It just follows you around, filling itself with new goods for you to plunder. That's not true. I can see 2 right now. And there are 2 different colors of chests in this game. And why would that chest sometimes fill itself with monsters? What a mean thing to do. Is there an in-universe explanation for why some chests have monsters? Inside is a single piece of paper. It's a teaser for a brand new game called Trails in the Chest. It looks boring. You put the paper down and leave. It's okay. Xseed wouldn't localize it anyway. Bada boom, boosh. That is a joke that will hopefully not age well when someday every game is localized. S-tablet. And tear bomb. Oh my god, there's so many freaking chests in this tower. Do you remember the last time you opened this chest? The chest remembers. Yes, 5 seconds ago. You don't understand how hard it is to come up with 500 unique treasure chest phrases that are brimming with sarcasm. I imagine it's actually very hard. I can't believe... I guess it started with first chapter, right? Well, obviously. It was the first game that Xseed localized. How many years does it take for a story of heroes to become a legend of heroes, anyway? Sure, the chest looks nice enough, but you wouldn't want to get on its bad side, especially with your hands inside of it. Watch this be monsters. I fucking knew it. Oh, these ones explode upon death, too. What bastards. Alright, let's use arts then. Alright, Ollie, you're gonna come very much in handy right now. Let's use Comet. Ooh, lost Mobius with a crit. Oh, that solved a lot of that problem. Use another one, just because I don't want to get close to it.
We're good to go.
Phantom 2, great, a weapon I don't need. It's empty, obviously. Probably should have thought this one through. This entire area was pointless. I need to find a better route up. This might be the worst tower. I have trouble like distinguishing between like the layouts of the towers, but this might be the one that I dislike the most. Why did you have to come back? You could have just walked away with the goods, but now the treasure chest has you right where it wants you. You open the chest and wait for an item to levitate from the chest and into your hands. Nothing happens. You know, always know that like one of the towers has a real bad problem with like multiple ways up and then some of them are dead ends. Reviving bomb. Inside the chest is a tear in the fabric of reality, or tear. Don't poke at it. Oh, what's this? Ooh, a gladiator headband. That's a nice accessory. Remember the stuff you took from here last time? Yeah, the chest was trying to afford chess college. Guess it has to start all over again. Oh my god, I'm still not out. And it's gonna be just as confusing going down it. Monsters. Nope. Proxy puppet. Let's take all the typos we accidentally left in this game at launch and shove them all in here. Pretend they never happened. There's still some typos. You sneakily crack the lid of the chest and take a peek inside. Sadly, no treasure chest fairies flying around in there. No items either. Hey. Oh man, it is up here. Look how gross these things are. They are octobones. You know, that's not what I pictured when I read that name. Alright, one down. Oh, what's it doing? Hey, my defense. Boom. Alright, one left. moving suspiciously. I think there's a point to this strategy, I just don't remember what it is. We're not gonna find out.
Nighty-night.
Phew, that's the last one. Still though, didn't they seem kind of odd? Ooh. I think they're agitated. Or are they afraid? Let me just make sure that I get this right, because obviously this is going to affect our bracer score. It's that they were afraid. Yes, their behavior was unusual, to say the least. Some bared their fangs at us in fury. Others were ready to flee from us like scared children. I kind of noticed that too. It was kind of scary. Agate, something up? Ugh. Just thinking that this might be a warning about something. A warning? You mean to something Ouroboros is doing? I can't say for sure, but something like this has happened before. Day after day, the monsters were all riled up. And then, bam, right after that. Right after... Agate? Enough about that. Point is, animals have better instincts about this sort of stuff than us humans do. We'd better keep our eyes open for anything. Yeah, good point. Back to the guild house for us then, I guess. Sounds like a plan. Let's see, can you see any landmarks from here? The water behind us is the lake shore, which doesn't completely make perfect sense, but okay. No, you cannot see any landmarks. Now to find my way out of this place. Hey, another chest. Long barrel too. Oh, that's useful. This chest may not have anything in the way of riches or possessions, but it's filled to the brim with hope for the future and love for the world. Damn it. Let's see. Hit these guys. Use Volcanic Rave again. Lost Mobius. Well, that takes care of 2 of the exploders. Gonna have to spend some CP here. Didn't want to have to do that, but that's fine. We got ebony shoes, useless equipment. You kick the chest open, but all you get for your talented footwork is a stub toe. Ow. Alright, progressing forward to get out of here. Just take any stairs down you can possibly find. And of course, watch one of them lead me into like a dead end in which I can't progress. Hopefully not. Things are going pretty well. Just gotta find one more. Look at that battle arena just for one stupid enemy. Oh, I did it. Wasn't that hard, actually. I just got very unlucky coming up the tower. Thought for a second there something might happen upon us leaving, but doesn't look like it. Our only choice is to go check in with Loewe. Of course, down to... Ooh, another chest. When you stare too long into the chest, the chest stares back at you. I think we've read that one, too. Exceed. Getting a little bothered here. But, yeah, I don't think there's anything actually to do down over at Valeria. We'll see that area later, but right now there's no reason to go there. I think that takes care of most of the side quests in the chapter. I think once we advance, there might be one more until post-chapter, that is. There are a few in post-chapter, including the hidden one. There's also one very good one that I remember. Alright, back into Bose. Also, off camera, I finally cleared out my inventory and sold off all that junk I don't need. Which is a lot. Which is very much a lot. All sorts of bad quartz and weak equipment. I think that didn't count the, yeah, that did not count the monster ones. We have to talk. Lugrin, we're back! That's 3 more monsters for the trophy room. Oh, good work, kids. Here, let me pay you out for that before the report. Sounds like they were pretty violent, but you kids seem to handle them okay. Well, about that. Something's been bothering us. What is it? It's like this. Good day, Mr. Jacob. Who's talking? Oh, it's Mayor. What's up, Maybelle? Ah, if it isn't young Maybelle. Are you on your way to services at the church? I'm afraid not. I've got to check in at the market first. I'll be sure to give Adios her full due afterwards, though. Milady, you claimed the exact same thing the other day, but ultimately did not attend. Lila, how do you remember such trivial things? I absolutely will visit today, I promise. Oh, well, remember, child, hard work is good for the soul, but so is finding time for yourself. And that goes double for people in positions of responsibility like yourself. I know. I'll find some time to go today, I promise, really. But for now, I must ask for your pardon. Have a good day, Mr. Jacob. Pardon us. I wasn't sure about her when she nominated herself for the mayoralty right after her poor father passed. But now, look at her. The real face of a mayor. He'd sure be proud. She could serve to learn to relax a little, but... What in Adios' name? Alright, prepare for this game to get a little more intense. Like a lot more intense. So the monsters were acting in a way that suggested they were disturbed by something. Ah, that does bother me. Yeah, it seemed kinda creepy. Oh yeah, Agate. You said something like this happened here in Bose before, right? Really? Yeah, sort of. It was before your time here, Lugrin. Huh? Wait, Lugrin, you haven't always been here? No, I settled here after the 100 Days War. Before the war, there was just the one guild house in Grand Cell, you see. The other branches were set up after we kicked the Erebonians back across the Crone. Back then, I was the receptionist and coordinator over at the Grand Cell house. Oh, right, I think Dad mentioned something like this once. It was right before that damn war. That's when the monsters were acting so strangely. Huh? Wait, do you mean to... What in Adios' name? What was that? Outside, come on! Whoa! Yeah, so there's a dragon in Bose now. What in the... It's gigantic. That's a dragon. That's the ancient dragon. The one which legends say has dwelt in Loewe since antiquity. Well, this is quite the turn of events. This is the society's doing, isn't it? No denying it at this point. Aren't you Second Lieutenant Lawrence Belgar? Lawrence Belgar was simply an alias. Enforcer number 2, Leonhardt the Blade Lord. You may address me as such from now on. Leonhardt the Blade Lord? Ah, now I understand. Leonhardt the Lion-Hearted, Is that why so many call you Loewe, or Lion? Seriously? So you're Loewe? I never chose that name for myself, but many of my comrades do call me that. Call me whatever you like. It doesn't matter in the end. Think you're so much better. Do you intend to burn the whole city? What a headache. Wait a minute, you! Our experiment this time is somewhat irregular. I'll be frank, You could never hope to handle this. Leave it to the Royal Army. Back down for your sakes. Damn it! What should we do? He'll get away at this rate. I'm going after the lizard. You guys check on the damage while you wait for the army to get here. Huh? Agate? I'll be in touch. Agate? Wait! Thank Adios, you're here. Please, help us. There are people who couldn't get out in time. They're trapped under the rubble. What? Let's go help. This is awful. I think this matters. We have to organize first, I believe. Let me just make sure that's the case. Yes. Wait. We've got to figure out how we're going to do this. Quickly, but we've got to. Okay, Shara, take Chloe and Tita and help evacuate any civilians who are still in this area. Understood. Chloe, Tita, let's get to the west exit. Yes. Coming. Zin, Olivier, we'll help clear that rubble. Right. Let us get lifting. Lila, say something. Anything. No good. Can't move it just with us. Mayor Maybelle. You guys. Estelle. Oh, Estelle. We're here to help. Is someone under there? Lila pushed me out of the way and was... Oh no. I think I can move this on my own. You there, step back a bit. Sure. It's, in your hands. Lila? Miss Maybelle. She's alive. Lila! Olivier, help me carry Lila. Leave the fair maiden to me. Well, good work, everyone. I've gotten word that a Royal Army detachment is heading here from the Haken Gate. You can leave the situation at the market to them. Right. To think they'd bring out a monster like that. And Lawrence. The second enforcer, Leonhardt the Blade Lord. So he's our Loewe, huh? At last our masked villain is revealed to the audience in full. He never seemed like the kind of man to do something so heinous when we encountered him in the castle, but... Mr. Lugren? Have we heard from Agate? Unfortunately not, little missy. That hot-headed fool. What in Adios' name does he think he's doing? Agate! Hey, could that be... This is the Bracer Guild, Bose branch. Ah, you. What? What? What happened? Nothing good from the sound of it. Yes, I understand. I'll send the others at once. Right. Keep it together, man. Help is coming. That was the elder of Ruanon Village, Ryson. The dragon just attacked Ruanon moments ago. Oh no! What? The dragon torched their orchards, and then flew away from the sound of it. Agate showed up afterward and helped with the firefighting, but... Right, we're off! Estelle, let me come with you, please! Huh? My cannon would probably help against a flying target like, a dragon and... Right, I get it. Just safety first, okay? If there's trouble. Okay. Please form your party. You may choose 2 members, other from the mandatories. Whatever. Ollie.
Right, please.
Shara.
This ought to perk you up.
Yeah, so things went from 0 to 60 really fast. Also, I mean, I guess we gotta settle on a name for our second enforcer, enforcer number 2, Leonhardt the Blade Lord. That is his proper full name. Of course, he is still always just referred to as Loewe. So yeah, Loewe is the German word for lion. So let's see, Revenue is somewhere here on this path. We did pass by the road that leads to it. Oh wait, is there anything? Crap, I should go back to the guild. Give me a minute, I'll cut here. Alright, never mind. I thought for a second there that I might have missed something popping up on the guild board when I left there so quickly, but nope, my first inclination was right. There's nothing new there just yet, but there will be a little bit later. So for now, our target is Ruanon Village. Thankfully, nothing's gonna attack me on the Ruanon Trail. The last time I saw something this empty, I was looking at my calendar. Sigh. Let's see here. Completely missed the road up. No way! It's awful. Let's try and find the village elder. He's the one who contacted us. If anyone knows where Agate and the dragon went, it will probably be him. Yeah, let's look. Yeah, this place got wrecked. It's bad. I mean, as bad as Trails' like old graphic style will let you see, but you know, it's bad. Sir! I remember you. Have you come all the way from the guild in Bose? Yes, that's right. You remember us, sir? Yes, you slew those monsters for us, and you helped with the bandits as well. It'd be hard to forget you after all that. I see. No, never mind that. Where did the dragon go? And, Agate! Where's Agate? Yes. After burning the orchids, the dragon flew north. Agate showed up right afterwards and helped put out the fire. But when it was over, he simply vanished. Agate? Are you sure he didn't go off to find his sister? She lives here, right? His what? I see. So that's what Agate tells people, is it? Pardon? What do you mean? I did check earlier. Agate is not with Misha. He's not at his house either. I see. So he must have gone after the dragon then. North of here. That must mean the abandoned mine where the bandits were hiding that one time. My good sir, do you require any aid from us? Oh no, you don't need to fret over us. We managed to get the fires out, so all that's left now is cleaning up. More importantly, please help Agate. When he's in this sort of state, there's no telling what he might do. Got it. Everyone, come on, let's search the road leading to that mine. Okay. Right. That would be right behind his house. I can use a little shortcut through these stairs to get up. Yeah, so we took care of a quest in first chapter that led us to the mine. There's like an entire area over here to the top right. I assume that's just chests and whatnot. There might have been, I don't know, something to do there. There might be something to do there later. There might be like a monster slaying request that takes us over there. Let's see. I'm glad that they put this area on a map. Otherwise, it'd be really confusing, to be honest. It all looks very samey. Here's the abandoned mine. Ah! This is also where Agate and Anoace fought the puppets of the intelligence division. This is the entrance to that abandoned mine. The door's open. Do you think? Estelle, look! The chain's been cut. It looks recent, too. I knew it. Definitely Agate's work. Looks like he went inside. We must hurry. Come on. Okay. Can you read the sign here? You can. Revenue mine. I can't remember quite whether or not it's explained why this place is abandoned. I mean, I assume it means like the septium yields were no longer worth it. Alright, that should be enough. We'll need a bit more time to gather the necessary data. Of course, this is the sort of job he'd shove onto me. Having a bad day? I have a guess, it seems. You're that red lieutenant from before, aren't you? You got that same golden sword. Been a while, you bastard. Agate Crossner, the heavy blade. Bracer rank C. Ah, no. You were promoted to rank B after the coup. No surprise that a former member of the intelligence division would already know that. You were always sneaking around in the shadows like a rat back then. Decided to get a bit more showy this time, huh? Well, whatever. I ain't interested in arrest or anything nice like that today. I'm just gonna slice that smug right off your face. Confident, are we? I wouldn't call what happened showy, personally. It was certainly nothing compared to what you saw 10 years ago. I've had a look at the records of every bracer in this country. You and I are very similar in some ways, Agate Crossner. Similar, huh? You don't know shit, so don't say shit! You should know from our last encounter the difference in our abilities. On top of that, I have a dragon at my disposal. So what could possibly drive you to engage me alone? You think I give a damn about my chances of winning? I can't stand you. I'll take any chance I can to kick your ass. Unbelievable. This is the extent of your power. I won't even need the dragon. What? Ugh! We may be similar in some ways, but there's one crucial difference between us. That being the reason we take up our swords. The hell are you? I wield mine to discard my humanity and walk the path of ruin. You only wield yours in a desperate attempt to fill the emptiness within you. Swinging that lump of iron fills the void within you. For a brief moment, your rage lets you flee from your grief. But in the end, you're only deluding yourself. Shut up! Should you continue to hide behind your delusions, you will never move forward. As you are now, you are neither fit for enlightenment nor the path I follow. You will always remain incomplete. Shut the hell up! Was that Agate's voice? The way it's echoing, I think he must be in the big open mining pit. Come on, let's hurry! Oh, and Silver Will keeps playing at this part. Oh, that's so cool. So, I don't remember how to navigate this place. Also, I think the terrain has actually changed from first chapter. Like, I think somewhere there's a path that used to be open that, like, has fallen apart since then. EP charge. Empty treasure chest full of promise, yet devoid of payoff. A perfect metaphor for me. So that's just like their first fight that they had at the end of chapter 2 of first chapter, where Agate continues chasing down the intelligence division guys after we Yeah, this used to be open inside. What the? Estelle, what's wrong? This way should lead right into the mining pit. Why is it blocked off by rocks? The dragon must have done something that caused a small cave-in. Okay then, I'll use my cannon. Stand back. No, hold your blasting for now. A large explosion could simply cause the tunnel to further collapse. But... Tita, I know how you feel, but stay calm, okay? Let's see if we can find another way around. Okay. Yeah, this is new. Huh? This bridge was broken the last time we came here. I believe I remember hearing that the army repaired it after that bandit incident. Oh, okay. Problem solved. Now are there gonna be monsters on this side? Maybe. EP charge. Nothing in here. Good. We don't want people refilling these while we're not looking. But you can't go through here. Right. Anyway, they had that, Loewe and Agate had that fight, like at night on the road. Row. And Tyrol Bomb. You rest your head atop the empty chest. You rapidly withdraw as you hear what sounds like a heartbeat. Must we go through this again? And even then, in that fight that they had, it's obvious Loewe's like way ahead of Agate. Agate really doesn't have a chance. Let's see. They all look the same to you now. Every one of them, so helpless, so vulnerable. A mere target for you and your insatiable hunger. But when they had that fight as well, Silver Will played for the first time in the game, which I would have preferred had they saved until like the actual boss fight against Loewe later at the castle. Ugh. Damn you! Careless. As the one mercy I can offer you, I'll end this quickly. Yeah! Now then, it's almost time. I should alter the Gospel's control style while I still have a moment. Just a damn second. I'm not done yet. It's not over yet. That's Agate! Tita! You still cling to that broken lump of iron. As you wish, you shall die as broken as your blade. No! Short stuff, the hell are you doing? I was worried about you, Agate, so I came here with Estelle and... Tita! You, stop them. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any worse. Please. Stay away, please. You idiot. You think please will work on him? Just run already. The granddaughter of Zeiss's Professor Russell, Tita Russell. I'd heard you were a child genius, but no genius would ever behave so recklessly. In truth, I'm not fond of harming women or children. Still, I'll do what I must. Now be a good girl and move. You son of a bitch! I won't move. I won't. Agate's always saving me, so I have to help him. I have to. No, that's not it. Not just it. He's blunt and he always looks annoyed. He always treats me like a kid and calls me things like short stuff, but he's really very nice and he's always watching out for me. He means so much to me. I love him. So I won't move, no matter what. Tita. You're a very brave little girl. Though I can hardly believe you care that much for such a blockhead. It seems you aren't the only one who wished to challenge me, so I'll take my leave for now. Main guns and port side guns. All hands prepared to take the field immediately upon landing. Sir. They finally show their faces. Now we can begin the final experiment. Wait, you... Don't forget, Agate Crossner. So long as you continue to delude yourself, you won't amount to anything. Nor can you protect anything you deem important. Wait! Now look, I stood here and listened to you run your mouth for what felt like forever. I am so not letting you get away after all that. Still Bright, you too should take this to heart. Huh? Once this experiment ends, our plan will enter its next stage. If you fail to keep your wits about you, I guarantee you will come to regret it. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to... Curse you, dragon! You will not flee! All hands, fire! Fire! Bring it down! As if your cannons can do anything against a legend. Let us go, Ragnar the Ancient. Wait, why aren't we chasing him? What are you doing? Does this have something to do with your stupid bracer grudge? No, not in the slightest. That monster wasn't even scratched by rounds from a combat vessel. What do you intend to do that cannons cannot? Well, courage and recklessness are different things. I'm sure you all saw the damage to Bose and revenue. This has, in essence, become a war. A war? Leave the bread to the bakers, Miss Bright. If this is a war, the professionals will handle it. And if you want my advice, you're better off searching for Ouroboros' center of command. But... You're kidding. Look at this model change. You weren't supposed to see that. That's aspect ratio goofiness. Agate? Agate! Take it easy, okay? I just finished patching you up. You are the heavy blade, Agate, yes? Cassius tells me you're quite an active young bracer. Don't care what the old man said. General, listen. Leave the bread to the bakers, war to the professionals. You seriously saying that? Of course I'm serious. Unlike bracers who exist only to protect private citizens, we must protect the country as a whole. We must protect liberal soil and those who live upon it. The army is the only instrument that can protect liberal soil and those who live upon it, huh? Don't make me laugh! Whoa, Agate! Agate, calm down, please! You're always too late! You idiots move like slugs! You just worry about keeping everyone in step! You can't do shit without orders! You can't even protect the things you say you will! You can't do it now, and you didn't do it 10 years ago! Are you... I wonder... Who the hell could leave it to you? This time, gotta protect Misha myself. Agate! Is he okay? He doesn't seem to have reopened his wounds. He's simply exhausted, physically and mentally. Oh, Agate. He was making an even bigger fuss than usual. For now, he needs rest in his own bed. His home is in Ravenou. My ship can take him that far at least. Thank you. Wait a minute. How do you know Agate's house is in Revenue? I remembered that I met him once before. The little boy from that day has grown quite a bit. What day? It was immediately after the 100 Days War. The day the memorial to his sister and the other villagers was erected. What? I see. What a mess. Miss Bright, General, sir, I'm sorry to have caused you so much trouble. No. In the end, we couldn't stop the dragon's rampage. I'm sorry we weren't of much help, really. You're no reason to disparage yourself, Miss Bright. Even with the dragon still on the loose, you have proven indispensable in the aid you have given others. You successfully evacuated the market, and Mr. Crossner's firefighting efforts were marvelous. Only you bracers could have responded so quickly. I have to admit, General, it feels a little strange to hear you say that. But, about Agate. Is it true that during the war, his little sister was, It is, yes. Noburl's forces and the Imperial Army were fighting on the village's outskirts. During the battle, some Erebonian incendiary rounds hit the village. Ultimately, some of the homes were burnt and some of the villagers lost their lives. One of them was Misha Crossner. To be honest, I'd heard a little about this. Agate never seemed remotely interested in talking about it, though, so I never brought it up. Now I understand. In a way, the Royal Army is culpable for that entire incident. The defensive line we established to protect the village ended up doing little more than drawing the fighting into it. The end result was large portions of the village being laid waste. Oh. And the order to establish the defensive line came from my desk. You can very easily say that the blood of those people is on my hands. General, sir, please, you don't need to blame yourself. The Royal Army was doing their duty, that's all. The whole thing was just a tragedy built on several coincidences colliding. No, Ryson, you needn't make excuses for me. Those sort of justifications hold no meaning for those who lost family. Those like the red-haired young man. Well, after that battle, I attended the funeral for the village's dead as a representative of the army. I still clearly remember the eyes of one particular red-haired young man in attendance. Bottomless sadness, twisted by rage. Eyes such as I have never seen before or since. And I was the one responsible for giving him such eyes. No, that isn't true. Agate never blamed the Erebonians or the Royal Army, or even you, General. The person he blamed was himself. What do you mean? All I know is what I observed, but Agate always seemed to blame himself in some way for Misha's death. Wasn't even remotely true, of course, but he convinced himself it was. And then, after practically torturing himself over what happened, he left the village. He went to search for an answer, to find a way to make it up to Misha. I always thought his time as a street thug in Ruan was because of that, because he never found his answer. He did eventually get his head screwed back on and began walking the path of a bracer, but I don't think he ever truly found the answer he sought. He's still trapped by that same sadness, that same anger at himself. How terrible. Hey, General, are you sure you won't let us bracers help against the dragon? What? We definitely have some strong points the army doesn't. We're smaller so we can respond faster. We're closer to the civilian population. It's a bit easier for us to get to places where the army has trouble getting to, too. I know we could help if you'd let us. But now that I've heard all this, I think Agate became a bracer because he thought there was potential in those abilities. The potential to find a way to make peace with his little sister. Yeah, I think I can understand now why Agate became a bracer when Dad invited him. Dad became a bracer when he lost Mom after all. So to prove the potential of bracers, and more than anything, to help the people in need around me, I want to do everything I possibly can. So please, let us help you. Ah, beautifully said, Estelle. Yes, nicely said. I wonder, had bracers been in Bose 10 years ago, could it all have been... It's nothing. Cassius is swamped with other duties, so I will be taking command of army operations against the dragon. I need to head back to the Haken Gate and hold council over our next moves. I will take your suggestions under advisement. So then, do not be hasty. I merely said I would take it under advisement. I will contact your guild house tonight with the results of our deliberations. That is all I can promise. Right, we understand. We'll be on pins and needles for the response, General. I must pardon myself here then. Bryson, my thanks for your hospitality. No, please come by anytime. Okay, we'd better get back to Bose. Agate should probably stay here, huh? The slings and arrows our Raven Knight has endured shall keep him abed for several days. We should leave him to his rest. Yeah, good idea. Let's check in on him before we go and fill in Tita with what's going on. Elder Ryson, I know now's not the best time to ask, but please take care of Agate for us. You don't need to worry. He's part of our family here. Besides, compared to 10 years ago, a dragon is nothing. We should be thanking the goddess no one's died yet. Well, what a very, very heavy episode, right? Did you think this was going to happen when we started today? That we were going to be attacked by a dragon and learn a whole bunch about Agate's past and his dead sister? Ooh boy. When we pick up next time, we'll go over to Agate's place. We'll check in on Tita, see how Agate's doing. And we'll go back to Bose. There's obviously a lot to do. And there's going to be some drama as we wait to see what the plan of attack is going to be on how to handle this situation. See you guys in the next one.